Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is your first time here. Nice to have you. Today I'll be reviewing the new Revlon Illuminance Serum Tint. If you're interested in hearing my thoughts, please keep on watching. Now I have a review on the Skin Caring Foundation, this one here. And this foundation, I wear the shade 505 Rich Sand. With the skin tint, they usually don't have an inclusive number of shades. Looking at the shades online, Amber looked like it would be a little bit dark. Sandalwood in this foundation looked too neutral on me, and online it looked like it would still be neutral, which is why I didn't go with Sandalwood. I decided to go with Rich Sand again since they had it. But when I got it from the pack, it looks like it would be a little bit light. I don't know, but I'm going to swatch the two shades. Let's compare and see if they are similar. So this is what the box looks like. My box came a little bit mangled. This is a skin tint in the shade Rich Sand and the Skin Caring Foundation in the same shade Rich Sand. So as you can see, the skin tint is obviously lighter than the foundation. Now these are the same shades on my face. On my face, I barely can tell a difference between the two shades. You know, on my chest it's easier to tell a difference. This is the skin tint and this is the Skin Caring Foundation. I'm going to show you the shades on my hand as well. The darker shade is the Skin Caring Foundation and the lighter shade is the skin tint. I'm going to go ahead and read about the benefits and claims of the foundation on Ulta's website. It comes in 16 shades and contains 0.94 ounces of product. It has light coverage, instantly visibly enhances complexion, even skin tone, and visibly reduces dark spots over time. Results in 4 to 8 weeks. Creates a natural, healthy looking glow with satin finish. It contains SPF 15, which protects skin and helps to prevent premature aging. How to use: prep clean skin with the skin reviving roller to cool, depuff and revive. Dispense the desired amount of luminance serum tint onto a sponge or your fingers. Blend onto skin in circular motions, working from the center of your face outward. Pro tip: add more coverage as desired throughout the day or while on the go with the lightweight buildable tint. This gives a light to buildable coverage and also gives a satin finish. I already have on my moisturizer, so I'm going to go ahead and apply my primer to my face. For primer today, I'll be using the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This is an all-in-one primer and moisturizer. This foundation comes in a squeeze tube. It's runny, but it's not like super runny. For one side of my face, I'll be using a brush, and the other side I'll use a sponge. The brand suggests we also use our fingers, but I won't be using my fingers today. The skin tint doesn't have a noticeable smell to me. So this is what it looks like. I like the finish, and here I don't have any product on my face. So I'll just go on and add the remaining one onto the side of my face. Let's see if we can get more coverage. Have a smell. It doesn't smell like fragrance or anything that I recognize. It does have a satin finish. This has somewhat of a buildable coverage, even though I can see the dark areas around my mouth. This is not bad, and it's giving my skin a glow, a healthy glow. I can tell you the skin tint is clinging to certain areas on my skin, like my nose, the corner up here, and the side here. So it's not a smooth application for me. I've been struggling to keep on blending it out, but it's not getting. I'm going to use a sponge for this side of my face. So this is the application with a sponge. Obviously gives it a more even application. I'll just apply some more. So I'm going to go ahead and use the sponge on the side where I applied it with a brush. This is what the product looks like on my skin. Like I said, it is true, it is a light to buildable coverage, and it was able to enhance my complexion and even out my skin tone. It feels very comfortable on my skin. No tightness, no discomfort whatsoever. Now I noticed that when I was applying the foundation with a brush, it started clinging onto some areas on my skin which I didn't like, which is not the brand's fault because the brand instructed we use a sponge or our fingers to apply the product, which is why when I applied it with the sponge it looked better and even smoother. So it's not so bad. I think I was able to achieve somewhat of a medium coverage. So this is a complete look with the serum tint and the rest of my complexion products. I'm liking the look I was able to achieve. I think most claims about this product are true, like the fact that it gives a light to buildable coverage, it leaves a satin finish on the skin. It's able to give me a very natural, healthy glow on my skin as well. I didn't feel any discomfort on application, and up until now I still don't feel any discomfort on my skin. It feels hydrating as well. I like that the product is also infused with skin caring products, but like I said, there's a slight difference between the two shades. If the shade was consistent, I would have been very pleased, but it's not a deal breaker for me because I was still able to make it work. I don't think it is oxidized yet. I've had this for I think about an hour, and this is how it looks. I forgot to mention that this also contains SPF 15, but if you're going to go out where you have sun for a lengthy period, I think you should have extra SPF on your skin. It's not advisable to use a brush with this product. It left some patchiness and then it was clinging onto areas around my skin which I didn't like, but when I used a sponge it appeared smoother and more even. I'm going to reserve my final thoughts until after I do my wear test. The time now is 1:49 p.m. so I'll go about my day and come right back, show you how it looks and give you my final thoughts. Please don't go anywhere. I am done with my wear test and the time is 7:50 p.m. This is what my skin looks like after about 6 hours of wear. The serum tint held up really well. I do have oils around my T-zone as expected, but it's not so much. I had this on for 6 hours and the oils only began to show up at the 5th hour. I do have a shine on my forehead as you can see, but it's not so bad. The only part of my face that has a significant amount of oil is, I think I can say, my nose, but it's still not so bad for a 6-hour wear. The rest of my face still looks very good. I have no creasing on my forehead. I have no separation around the corners of my mouth. Yeah, I have something. I have a line here. Oh, I do have a line. I don't know if it's visible on camera. Just a slight separation, but it's not anything alarming. My pores are barely visible. I can still see them, but they're nothing. They don't look bad. Now, the wear could also be because of a lot of things. Not so much activity for me today. All I did was drive out to return some items at Macy's, and then I came back. I didn't do any cooking today, nothing. But it's been cold. It's cold here in Massachusetts where I live, and it's been like 30 something to 43 degrees. I'm really impressed at how it has stayed put for 6 hours, and I don't think it oxidized either. Look at the side of my face. Maybe it did a little bit. I don't think it did. I can still see the foundation. Do you guys think it oxidized? I don't think it oxidized. So now I'm going to try to apply some powder. Let's see if it looks as good as new. So this is what the foundation looks like after applying some powder. It still looks as good as new. I like how well this serum tint was able to hold back my oils. I like that it still looks really good even after 6 hours. It feels like a serum tint. It also feels like I'm wearing a foundation because it has some coverage to it. So I like it and I recommend it. This is where I end my video for today. If this is your first time on my channel, I hope you consider subscribing. To my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much for coming back. Until my next video, have a blessed night and stay safe.